you have to hit okay. Anyway.
That's it. Just turn me on, turn me up, and turn me loose.
And we're live.
Howdy, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all.
Where you at, Misty?
I'm playing with my beats, Roger. Where are you at?
I'm here. I'm just over here snorting French fries like regular folks.
Yes. and of course, Kumbo is eating.
Yeah.
He's got his spaghetti platter going.
Yeah.
He said homemade spaghetti.
Look, I'm gonna have to go out in just a second and do something about my light because it looks like something's coming to get me. Let me got my leg lamp. My leg lamp's glowing in the background. I'm getting,
That damn shirt.
Hey. Before we get going, Kumbo's got on the shirt that Verby gave him. Verby, thank you very much for all of those shirts. Greatly appreciated. That was so nice of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Man, look, that's about Verby. She come bearing gifts, buddy.
Yes. Well, her rum cakes are nothing to laugh at, but the T-shirts is an extra touch.
Yes. Let's try this on. Let's see if we can. They say, all right, look, watch this. This is the magic leg lamp. I mean, look, I got that for Christmas. And look, let's see if I can do it.
Nope. Oh.
Look at that. It's like magic, son. That's what every lazy man needs.
Y'all don't let him lie to you. He unplugged it with his toes.
What was that? The clapper?
Yeah. Look here. I'm going to show you. Look here. Y'all think it's magic. Watch this. I can do it twice. Look, the leg comes on. And then if you do it 3 times. We'll leave the leg on.
We'll leave the leg on.
Yes.
I'm not even.
Now, see, for everybody that was not at the meet and greet, you did not get to bask in the full presence that is Greg House.
Yeah.
You've got to be around him to truly appreciate, how far he can go with this BS. But anyway.
Greg, be careful. Don't put an eye out with that thing.
I'm telling you. I've been excited to get on here and talk about our.
I'm getting all kind of feedback. I'll bring you back in.
Okay.
He's tearing into a meatball.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been excited to come on and talk about our meet and greet because everybody else has got to talk about it before we did.
We're the last one to the ball. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so for everybody joining us, if you didn't get to make it to the meet and greet, we're going to cover a lot of that. I'll show you some pictures and stuff, but we have to say thank you to everybody that did manage to make it to the meet and greet. Just so everyone knows, I lost count on Saturday. I just got distracted. I lost count. I know for a fact that there were over 115 people, but I didn't get it all counted out. You know, and quite a few people were coming and going. Like whenever we took the group picture, heck, half the people weren't even there. But I mean, that's just the way it goes. But I think safe to say everybody had a good time. I didn't hear a lot of complaints or anything. We had a good turnout, good location. The weather was beautiful. We had a little bit of interesting things happen. I wish I would have gotten some pictures or video of the helicopters. That was kind of crazy. What was that on Thursday?
Yeah. Yep. Even when I did the live show, we had a Chinook flew over real low while we were on, and then of course the other helicopters, and then when we all went out later, you know, one came at us. Kind of odd, kind of fun too. But
well,
there was a Sunday evening when we left. We had a couple people stayed. Pyro and Joe and Pat and Adam stayed one more night in LBL. But before I left camp Sunday evening, it's about 1 o'clock, I guess. There was another helicopter come over right before we left. Come right over camp.
We're going to do an open link on this show. So the link has already been posted in the chat a couple times. It's on the Facebook page and it's in the description of the show. So if you were at the meet and greet and you want to jump on here with us and just, you know, share your thoughts or talk about whatever. If you were at the meet and greet, go ahead and hit the link and we'll get you on here. Coming on, but we've got Maggie Johnson, Rick, and Kirsten. They were all there. Officially, my favorite Michiganders. Now they drove down there for that. Rick makes awesome chili.
Oh, that pot is chili.
I wish I would have gotten a picture of Allie. I went through all my stuff and I didn't have a picture of Allie to put in the pictures, but Abby and Allie were there with them also. And guys, what did you think of LBL?
Oh, you guys, we had the best time ever.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
We were met
a lot of nice people.
Oh, the greatest people, and in one of the most beautiful settings and the most beautiful people I think we've ever met. We were greeted with just the most love and friendship I think we've ever encountered anywhere. We had a blast.
Patrick Noble got a picture of the helicopter. There's a picture of the Chinook that was flying overhead, just so everybody knows.
I got a video too and pictures of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was like 4 times it flew over. In fact, on one of the nights, we snuck away to do a couple calls. We actually got a vocalization, a response from the calls. Mr. Kumbo still has the magic touch when it comes to calling up boogers, but a helicopter flew over the damn field as we were doing calls and just went real slow and was shining a light down there.
Yeah, it had a spotlight on the front of it.
Yeah,
I've never seen one with a alternating light like that. It was
Yeah, I
kind of
hadn't
wild.
either. That was the first one I've ever seen.
but in the grand scheme of things, just so everybody knows, we had over 115 people, but we had helicopters. There was a random film crew that just showed up. I'm still not 100% clear on who they were or where they came from. I had to talk to them and record them. I'm not quite sure what the deal was with that. One of the BFRO reps showed up. There were other podcasters that just showed up randomly. Anyway, it was a good time. It was a little bit crazy, but let me get back to, we'll just go through the guests and let the guests that were there actually talk about it. So, Maggie, Rick,
Yes.
Kirsten, what was your, so yeah, I agree. LBL is really, really pretty. I'm glad you got to make it down there. And, you know, that was a big group of people. It's a little bit different whenever you do it smaller and we can take everybody around and show them where certain things happened and, you know, go looking for structure and all that kind of stuff. But I'm glad you had a good time. What was your, more or less, what were the highlights or what were your favorite parts about your whole trip?
Which one do you want to go first?
You.
Oh, I think one of our favorite, all of us, I think, kind of agreed. One of our favorite things was when we gave you all your rocks and the expressions on your faces.
Definitely.
Man, what were those called again?
Super light.
Or soda light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love those things, and I didn't get one.
We'll send you one. You text me your address, we'll send you one.
Oh no, I'm joking. They are cool though. I've seen those online, and when you shine the light on, you know, I'm a sucker for bright lights and neon and stuff like that. So I like
Expression in folks' faces when you hand them just to pick out a rock, and they're like, "Gee, thanks for, you know, a rock." And then you turn the light on it, and they're like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
It was great. But no, just the meeting everyone and just what great people everyone is.
The kindness of everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kindness.
Hey, what was the peed limit?
I
That was awesome.
Pass that photo up.
Where did Wendell go? He was on here, and
I don't know.
Wendell, you can get back on. We just
one of the coolest things that happened was Cam Buckner's grandson was there, and I walked up to him after he'd been there a while, and I said, "What do you think about all these crazy people?" He said, "I think I found my crew." Kind of sort. And he said, I don't like big crowds. He said, but this is amazing. Everybody's so nice. I don't feel, you know, anxious or anything. And I thought that's a pretty good compliment, because that's how I felt the first time, because I wasn't sure either.
Super nice young man. He stopped by because he was attended right next to us, and he goes, "I want to apologize right now for the snoring you're about to hear." And all of us turned around and said, "Well, we should probably apologize to you." But no, everything about our experience was great, from where we were to the people. And my granddaughter had the time of her life, and she asked to go, and she said, "If I can go, I'll be the best girl ever." And I tell you what, she was the best traveler and camper you'd ever want to meet. She has so many new pseudo aunts and uncles and grandma and grandpas that she just had the best time.
She's a heck of a tadpole hunter too.
Yeah, that she is.
She's a sweet dog. I guarantee you.
Oh, she hasn't stopped talking about it. She had so much fun. We all did.
And the LBL song.
Yes, Roger.
I got a pretty good system in my truck, and it's been thumping. I like that song.
Oh my God.
The one Spencer wrote?
I didn't write it. Right. Well, I made a post, and Roger took the dang post and put it through AI, and it made a song about
I couldn't believe how it turned out. I didn't do anything to it. I just threw it in there to see what would happen.
Have you heard this, Greg?
You asked for the chicken recipe.
I ain't heard this famous Bigfoot or LBL song.
I hadn't heard it either.
It mentions you, Kumbo, so we'll send it to you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're hiding it. They're hiding it. I hadn't heard it either. But now look,
hey, Wendell.
Hey,
Wendell. Good to see y'all again.
Yeah. Let me throw this in right quick about Maggie and her crew. Y'all look, you know, I was up there kind of on the end, so, you know, I wasn't getting to see everybody because I'm up on the end. But anyway, I finally got meandered down to where they were Saturday evening. I got to meet them and finally got down where they were, and everybody was having a great time. And Crystal, I think it was Crystal, hollered at me and said, "Come over here." And I got over there, and I really got to meet Maggie's whole crew. And Maggie was like wanting me to tell a story. And I thought, well, you know, nobody this weekend's asked me about any of my encounters. And she's like, there's one encounter that you got to tell. We got to hear it in person. You know, we want to hear this. We want to hear it from the horse's mouth right now. And I thought, you know, I'm thinking, you know, like most people want to hear about the motorcycle story or something like that. And I'm like, okay, well, what do y'all want to hear? She said, "Would you please tell me right here the full-fledged story that we know you can't tell it all exactly verbatim on the internet." I said, "No, most of it I don't." And I said, "So what do y'all want to hear about?" She goes, "Would you?" And she's dying laughing while she's trying to ask me this. She said, "Would you please tell us your ears for beers?" And I was like,
It could be so hard.
"Oh,
Oh me.
so yeah, that kind of caught me off guard."
That's true love, y'all.
It is.
Wendell,
Brother, that's dedication.
It is dedication, and it is the best.
What do you think? Did you have a good time, Wendell?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed myself immensely.
Except for one particular incident.
Yeah, except for that.
Yeah.
Wendell, you're the only person that would go on a live YouTube stream smiling. We can't hardly see you, but we can sure see that tub of Vaseline in the window in the background.
Oh well, you know that's life, bud. That's just life.
Don't.
He bought the economy bucket.
That's the Sam's Club bucket.
Yeah. Yes.
5 gallons of Vaseline. Wow.
Got it in the window to keep it warm.
There you go.
If he keeps the dog greased up, he can't climb up on the bed.
Yeah.
Hey, Maggie. Maggie.
That viscosity breakdown's hell though. Be careful.
I'll tell you what, it is.
If you get it hot enough, that'd be like frying a Vienna sausage. I mean,
friction builds up too much heat.
all right, Wendell, what were you saying to Maggie?
You need Slick 50.
Hey, Maggie, you seen? I put that note that Allie gave me on my Facebook page.
It was awesome. Thank you.
I'm all blown away when she come over there and said, "Special delivery for you." And I opened it up and it was that. Wow.
She had
That
the
blew
best
me away.
time. She had a great time with everybody. And thank all of you for treating her so immensely wonderful.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all, we're starting to get a couple more guests come in here, so let me
We can pop out. We just want to say thank you to all of you. We had a great time.
Yes, thank you.
Well,
I'll
Thank
pop
y'all.
out too.
hey, thank y'all for coming. It was great meeting y'all.
It was great meeting y'all.
See you, Wendell. Have a good
Bye
night.
bye.
Hey, Wendell.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get Rusty on here.
Look at that.
Hi guys.
Rusty,
Hey, Rick.
Oh, look at there.
Looks like everybody got back safe and sound. That's good.
Yep.
Y'all, this picture is Rusty's idea. I just took his idea and ran with it.
That picture's awesome.
Mount Rushmore of Bigfoot hunters.
Yes.
Greg's in the picture too, but Roger cut him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't deserve to be on there, but I thought the picture I had was all 4 of us.
Hey, I've got a story I've got to tell because Coonbo probably thinks I'm crazy or something. So one morning we're out in the middle. It was early in the morning. I just gotten up and we were walking around the front. He starts talking to me and I always love talking to him. I don't sit and talk. But I had been on my way to the restroom when he caught me and started talking. And I kept trying to kind of, nudge my way over that way. I said, that's a great story, man. Let's talk about that later. Said, let me tell you one more thing. And by the time this was done, I was dancing up and down to try to keep from urinating on myself.
Well, what you don't know about Coonbo is he probably knew you had to go, and he was saying how long you'd stay there.
Yeah.
It was a test.
Yeah.
A test. Okay. Well, I guess I failed.
There's a price to pay to be in the cool kids club, Rusty. You gotta learn to hold it. Respect
Well,
your elders.
I did that morning.
Rusty, I feel your pain. That happened to me several times. I would try to get from where we were to the bathroom, and people would stop me, and I didn't want to be rude. I'm like, I'm dancing up, so I know exactly what you're going through.
No, that was maybe my most unusual, or most amusing. That's a better one. Most amusing incident of the weekend. But I really did have some kind of experience that's which I've never had on any of our trips before. So, and I was going to ask what you all's thoughts were. So Saturday night, actually early Sunday morning, 1:30 in the morning, there were a series of various sounds. And it wasn't just one sound, but various sounds that were like, I don't know whether you would call them howls or whoops or whatever they were. And they seemed to be coming from, I was already in my vehicle. Had already gone to sleep by that time. So I'm in the vehicle. So I can't tell for sure where they come from, but they do seem to be coming from more than one place. And then I looked out the window and I could see like lights going on all over camp as people were, getting up and around doing whatever. And then later on, or shortly thereafter, and when things started quiet down again, another half an hour, I'd swear I heard footsteps around the vehicle, like big footsteps. Somebody, either a big man or something walking around the vehicle. And I was up at that end towards where Greg was, but parked up against the tree line. So I was within 10, 15 feet from the tree line itself. So any comments on that?
Well, that's a hot spot. I mean, there was when we first got there, we had set up, nobody was there. It was Tuesday. There was very few people there. And Mr. Tucker was talking to Heather and I, and the wind was coming right off the hill towards us. And Heather and I both smelled something, couldn't identify it. And then the bald eagle started going crazy. And then we heard a clear, the best tree knock I've ever heard, wood on wood. And as soon as I hear it, I'm looking around and doing an inventory of the people. Everybody, the very few people that were there were busy setting up. So I don't know what that was. I've never really heard a good tree knock. Could have been somebody up there, but there's other things happening in that area with the orbs after we left. And I heard Kane actually found a spot outside his tent one morning where something big had laid down close to his tent. So he was up there, at an angle. That Rusty in that spot, it could be at any time. I mean, what happened to us was 3:00 in the day. So
right. I saw you right after you got that picture, or actually you or Patrick one got the picture, and that was right when I was arriving that day on Friday.
Yeah, that was Gary, and I'll get into that later.
It was Gary.
I want to say something about that because it's so hard to get good evidence, but I was standing there when it happened. I saw everything. I saw him hit the red button. I saw him take the picture as this thing peeked out behind the tree. And of course, I was like, I said a pretty decent 4-letter word, not a bad one, but I'll get into that later. But and then Spencer can get into what happened afterward and him and Eric coming to the woods. But that was very unexpected. And there's only two people in this world that know what happened, and it's me and Gary. The picture, you can't tell anything by the picture, but I saw a rounded head peek out. It was dark brown, had a little bit of light brown in it, and like a little kid, it peeked out, came back, and peeked out again. And I can't tell you what it was, but I heard it take off. So anyway, I'm done. But yeah, that's a spot right there that the unexpected can happen at any time. I believe.
Seems like. Oh, you know what I was going to mention to Spencer too. I saw that film crew. In fact, I walked up on you when you were talking to him, and you left to go do something else. I stayed and talked to him for another half hour or so, and they were just independent. This guy just happened to hear about it, and he had done stuff, not just Bigfoot or cryptid stuff, but he had done various, topics, filmed and produced various topics for, I assume mostly YouTube. So I don't know that he was affiliated with anybody in particular.
I don't know. I just know I looked over and there's guys setting up audio and the dude with the professional camera and everything.
Right.
And they're like doing mic checks and camera checks. And by the time I got over there, they had already started filming. And I was like, this is nuts. I don't know who they are, but just out in the middle of LBL, they're like, yeah, let's go film everybody over here at the Bigfoot get together. So
yeah, I don't think they had any malicious intent, but it would have been better had they approached you and just said, "Listen, we're here. Do you mind if we do this?"
I heard the conversations. Spencer kind of let him know that.
Yeah, he did. I was there.
I saw him coming up. I think Bama and Peyton and Spencer, we were talking, and I saw this guy come on the camera, and I kind of nodded. Spencer looked back, and everybody's like, "What the heck?" And he went and interrogated him.
Is this the guy that followed us up there to the?
No, and we got to come in on the dinner Saturday night. That was terrific, Greg. I really enjoyed it.
Good deal, man. I hope everybody enjoys it.
If he wants help doing dinners, sometimes when we do this again someday, I'll help him.
Yeah. Well, I just hope everybody got all they wanted to eat, because look, there was several folks carried some away with them, and I think Joe and Pat and Pyro and Gary Spikes and a bunch of them, I think, ate
anyway,
jambalaya.
I got up and left early Sunday morning because I drove all the way back to the Gulf Coast that day.
Yeah. Who's your friend that came up, Rusty? She told us an incredible story about seeing something on a foggy road. What is it? Honey Island Swamp area?
Yeah, that's what it was.
So
Honey Island is just outside of New Orleans. It's on the Pearl River where it empties into the Gulf. That's kind of the line between Louisiana and Mississippi. And yes, she did in fact see that there, and she is sort of an expert in the paranormal. Her name was Kalila Smith, and she runs a haunted history tour business in New Orleans and has for many years. She did the very first one, in fact, like starting back in 1990 or so. So she's had an interest in that for a long time. She's actually been on the Small Town Monsters series with Alex Petikoff. So she was interested in it. She doesn't get out much, but she wanted to come to this one when she heard about it. So I'm glad she got the chance to come.
I love hearing stories like that, because she wasn't looking for that. It just happened.
Exactly.
And yeah, that had to be a scary situation out there by herself. And Robert Stanton is in here. Man, I had so much fun talking to him.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Rob's great. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, Robert. That was cool.
Yes, sir, man. I always enjoy
I'll sign
that.
off and let somebody else get on then. Thanks, guys. I did have a great time. Y'all take care.
Rusty, good to see you, buddy.
Take care, Rusty. All right. Somebody else jump on here. Come on now. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. If you don't get on here, I'll just tell individual stories about each one of you and make up a bunch of BS.
Man.
Tell everybody what happened Thursday night when we had Kumbo as our tour guide.
Well, Kumbo can still do the greatest calls, but he's got CRS when it comes to some of the back roads of LBL now. So you gotta be careful with that. Make sure you got GPS wherever you're going.
And I think he has a map for every place in the country.
He was breaking out old maps. Old maps.
I've got 2 generations older than the ones I had up there with me. I'm talking old LBL maps.
Well, go ahead, Greg.
Let me throw this out. One thing we've missed out on. The main thing that I dang sure don't want to forget is a special thanks to a couple of people that was there and really, really helped us on all this stuff. Is, of course, we got Sherry and Don and Mr. Jim shows up, and Sherry contributes a lot to renting the campground. And then we gotta talk about Mr. Billy Schilling, and that is the behind the scenes hero of the whole deal.
Billy, just so everybody knows, Billy was going to get there early, and he was my main guy. I was like, could you please keep me informed about this and that? Can you see that this gets addressed? Can you talk to this person? Billy is like the unsung hero of our group. He always is. Kevin Ashby did a lot for us, gave a lot of help. Gary Spikes is always one of our go-to people. We just have a really, really good group, but especially Billy and Ashby and Gary Spikes, and always Sherry and Donna and all them. They help make everything work. We couldn't have done it without them. So super big thank you to them for doing all of the stuff that they contributed.
Y'all, it's amazing. And I hate for people that have never made it to one of these meet and greets, and y'all just absolutely have no idea what you're missing. It's unreal. I mean, and special thanks to everybody that was there that made my little girl feel like a celebrity.
And it was Greg and Abby's birthday.
Yeah.
Greg and Abby's birthday was what, Saturday? Was it Saturday?
Saturday.
Yep. Yeah. I turned 52 and she turned 14. Man, we brought 2 big cakes, and everybody, it's cool, y'all. That's what I told Abby. I said, how many people get to have a birthday party, and like over 100 people show up from all over the U.S.
Yeah, and another thing that was impressive, the amount of new people that weren't there the last time, and they fit right in with everybody. There was a lot of people I never had met before. Yeah. And Spencer would be sure and bring them to us. Y'all, we pick at each other and everything, but if we pick at each other, know that we're going to get other one's going to get it back. So
yeah. Well, here's the thing, y'all. I mean, it's hard for me to wrap my hands around that. People grew up different than what we did, because there is places out there when somebody's picking on you that you're offended or whatever. But here, if I'm not giving you down the road just a little bit and picking on you, I probably don't even like you.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Come on.
He's narcissistic about it, and Roger is a damn social media terrorist. He will take anything and change it just to pick on you. No picture, audio, no post is safe. None of that.
No.
Yeah, and some of it we can't show. So
yeah.
I'm a little bit safe from Roger, because I could be on his front steps in about.
I know. I know. You and Greg don't catch it as bad as Spencer does. He's further away.
Spencer can't he's an easy target anyway.
It's safer now because gas is so high. It costs you too much to drive down here.
Is it worth it? Yeah. The only one I don't mess with, y'all, is Misty, because I'm not making her mad.
She'll put a hex on you.
I know, right? Yeah.
She'll voodoo your ass.
She's got a lot of little fat voodoo dolls. Got a squatch and holler head on it.
She's probably got one of y'all. She just ain't used it yet.
Spencer, you just popped up. On that comment that Ken's had put up there, and I want him to know that my wife has chuckled for a week because Ken's kept walking by. And look, I donated some money. We had 2 giant birthday cakes. I mean, big ones. But when I went to the store to get some stuff Saturday, there was some Boy Scouts selling stuff out front there, having a bake sale. And I pitched him $40, and the guy goes, "Well, get some stuff." And I was like, "Well, man, that's a pretty pound cake right there." It was a little small strawberry cake. I got those 2. He's like, "Man, take more now, $40." I said, "No, maybe you can raise some money. I know how it is raising money." Well, anyway, one of these cakes was a blueberry lemon pound cake, and it was beautiful. Yeah. I mean, and this thing was gorgeous. And me being diabetic, I couldn't eat but just a little sliver. but Cans took care of the rest of it. And he kept telling about he made like 12 trips by, and I would look over and wonder. She goes, he must really love that cake. And he'd get a piece, and then he'd go away, and he'd come back. He'd cut another piece, and another piece, and another piece. And wait, and look, I wish he just ate the whole cake. But man, we have chuckled about that. But now that cake was good. But undoubtedly, that was Ken's favorite cake he'd ever ate because he kept telling about it. And we finally got him to get the last wedge of it. It was like, man, just get the rest of it. Nah, he'd cut a little piece and he'd walk off and he'd come back. But Wanda has chuckled about that for a week.
What I came walking by there and Greg says, "Come on, if you want any of that, you better get it now." I passed and it was gone in about 15 seconds after that.
So there are stories that you cannot tell the whole thing publicly online, but let me just say this. There was Bama had a birthday party at LBL a few years ago, and a lot of us were there. And Scott Cans, he was there. Scott is one of the old school of us. He's been hanging out with us for years now. Well, anyway, it was dark. It was cold. There was a fire ban. We couldn't have fires going. And it was right after we had done a live on Sawdust Beast on Mark's channel. But there was a cake over there. And what Scott didn't know was that they had put that clear packing tape around it because it was windy. They had put this packing tape around the lid, the like clear plastic lid on the cake. And Scott comes over, and there might have been, I'm leaving out some details. There might have been other stuff involved in how this happened.
It was the funniest shit ever.
He could not, you would hear, you know that sound when somebody's like crinkling that hard plastic? You can tell, it's like you could hear it. There was this crinkle, crinkle, and then crinkle, crinkle. And we're all like talking and laughing and cutting up, and you keep hearing this crinkle, crinkle, and then there'd be like a damn it, crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. And like, what the hell is going on? Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. And I mean, this shit went on for like 5 minutes. And by the time we all stopped, like everybody just stopped talking, and everybody turns around and looks. Kansas got this cake in one hand. And he's got a knife up like this, and he's about to stab this cake open. Okay, and we're all like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "This damn." He was going after that cake hard. So we finally told him that there was tape on the cake, and we insisted he give us the knife to open the damn thing.
In his defense, it was actually duct tape. Like Sherry duct taped that shit.
He couldn't say, he was about to throw the cake on the ground and just stab it to death.
He spent 10 minutes before I come over there too. Do you want me to help?
Misty was crying.
Well, a good cake can cause a rage like that.
It nearly did.
I looked at that blueberry cake and I thought, man, that's one of the prettiest cakes I've ever seen. Came back and it was gone.
We got some pictures. The pictures of the cakes are in the pictures now. It's as good a time as any to just roll through this picture collection. In no way, shape, or form is this all the pictures, and I stole a lot of people's pictures. If you posted it, I stole it, but it's my show and I can do whatever I want. So here we go. Pyro cooked some wild hog and beans.
Yes, it was good. Look at
Now that right there is a pear.
Oh, Lord. Look at my belly.
Y'all, it's hard to explain to people. You'd think, you're in camp like this, you just get to see everybody. There's people that was at camp that I didn't even get to talk to.
And that's what the first time we did it, or I was there, that's what I hated, that I didn't spend more time. So I tried to pick out some of those people that I didn't get to talk to. Pyro was one,
Yeah. There's Flat Rock.
There's a crew right there.
Dropping.
Yeah, that's a crew. You got that right.
Look at there's the star of the hour right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's Pyro.
Yep.
Bud and Angie.
Yep. Angie had a birthday just a few days before that too.
Yep.
Well, that one right there in the middle, you got to watch it.
There's our massive pile of firewood, thanks to Mr. Tucker.
Yeah.
Well, I can't believe that Slade didn't burn it all up. I mean, that's a to him, that's a major sin, leaving unburnt firewood in a campground.
He's never met a log he didn't like to throw on the fire.
You got that right.
Yep.
There we go.
Look at there. Roger, did you know that young overgrown man in that picture?
Oh yeah.
Look at there. There she is.
Mm-hmm. Aunt Verby.
Yes,
There's a last one. Michael, look for y'all. There's Michael X right there. For those of y'all ain't never seen it. There's Leanne, Gary.
Yeah.
But it's a motley crew right there, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but half the people had already left at that point.
Oh, there was a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Donna.
That one behind
Pyro,
awful suspect.
yeah, Pyro dipping out jambalaya on that one. Look at there. Look, there's the stages. Oh.
two of them anyway.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Look
my
at
God.
They drove all the way from
Look at that.
right?
Look, there's Catherine, y'all.
Yeah.
The moose has got it rough.
Moose has got it figured out.
Mhm. Osmer got in there.
Yeah.
Now there's the picture right there.
Yeah.
I said, Robbie, what are you doing? Do you think you're gonna get a serious picture with me in it? I'm like, no, I guess you're right.
That might be the same look that your doctor has when he checks the prostate, Roger.
Adam Cole. Yeah. If it wasn't for him and his starlet, that was a great series of pictures of
That was.
Yes.
breaking into
Bud and
and
Angie.
stuff. Yeah. Mr. Brooks.
Yep, there's Randy.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I had to watch them. I think. Oh
Man, look, you.
Oh what?
That's like herding turtles to them two.
Oh yeah.
All right. What's the story with the toilet plunger?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm scared to ask.
I saw Mike Bovenkamp over there.
There's the birthday cakes.
Yeah. For Abby wanted a Duck Dynasty cake, so they put a duck call some ducks, and then I had the Bigfoot cake.
Uh-oh.
Look, Pat's about to slide plumb out into the fire.
Yeah.
We had to get where his feet would touch the ground.
There's the star of the hour.
Speaking of feet touching the ground, Roger, who the hell gave you that giant chair?
My feet won't even touch the ground. That thing. Heather, she bought it.
There's Twan.
That's Big Dipper.
That's a Big Dipper.
Yeah.
Well, it was.
Okay.
And you see it.
That's a folding chair.
I like a lot of these pictures because they catch people just talking and meeting with each other, and
Yeah. There's Scant.
They look like twins.
There's Buckner himself with Ashby and Wendell.
That's a good picture right there, Greg.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Ashby's so funny.
Look at that.
Trouble, nothing but trouble in that picture.
You know, Larry's probably trying to con Debbie into her going and getting him something else to eat.
All I know is Larry and Debbie are the only people I've ever seen to go camping, go to a meet and greet or whatever, and they'll stay up till 1, 2 in the morning. But by God, they're going to sleep in. You're not going to see them until 2 or 3 in the afternoon of the next day.
Yeah.
Shut up, Pyro. They sent it to me on the phone. I was just trying to show everybody.
Pyro, I was thinking a while ago he could at least put a red circle around the helicopter.
Yes.
He just sent it on my phone.
Hey,
So,
Jay LeMay, where are you from in North Alabama? Jay LeMay 4.
I don't know.
He said he was from North Alabama.
Let me get this out of here. Yeah, I saw where he said if y'all go up north, he Noble, are you on here? It says device not connected.
Yeah, we got to get Patrick on here.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. Jump on here. I ain't kidding. We're getting ready to get into story time. I'll make it up about you. You either come on and tell it yourself, or there's going to be a lot of people going, wow, I never knew that about this person.
Come on here and defend yourself.
Muscle Shoals.
He's in your backyard, Tim.
Hey, yeah. Greg, is Woodwalker's got an email?
Yep, we do.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where is it? There it is.
Jay, send an email to that address right there, and Spencer will forward it to me.
We'll get you hooked up. Maybe
you will. Spencer, we're gonna check on you every day. Did he send the email, Spencer?
No doubt.
That's all I do on here is I answer everybody else's fan mail. They send me, hey, can I talk to this person, that person? I'm like, sure. I'll tell you something that was funny. I'm not going to call the person out because I don't want to embarrass them. But as everybody was getting there, I was walking around, introducing myself, taking them around and introducing everybody to each other, because it's kind of awkward whenever you walk into a group of 100 people and you've never met anybody before. And I was talking to this individual that showed up. I was talking to him for just 1 or 2 minutes. And Robbie Raines and Doc walked by. They're going to their truck. And this guy just like out of nowhere, I had just finished introducing myself. I was like, well, let me take you around and show you some people. And he goes, wait, is that Robbie and Doc? I was like, yeah. And he's like, do you think I could talk to them? I was like, yeah, well, I'll take you over there. So I take him over there to talk to them. I'm like, he's a fan, y'all. And he just walked right over and started talking to them. I was like, holy shit, I'm just chopping liver over here. Everybody shows up and goes, where's Greg House? I'm like, he's over there. Is that Kumbo? Yup, right there. And Heather Williams, a bunch of people wanted to see Heather Williams.
No, you were bringing you. I ain't going butthole.
See, people wanted to meet the real star of the show. I took them over.
Spencer's like a unofficial celebrity compass.
yeah, that's what I am. I'm a what do you call it? I'm an agent. I'm just an agent to the stars.
Oh my God. I was so proud to see Buckner show up and bring his grandson, and like I said, I'm glad his grandson had a good time.
Look at what Bama just put up. We had a Hooters party over at the Bama camp.
Look, there was a pretty good many people was let down, and that Misty didn't show up with her stripper pole, and then there Donna was. Donna shows up with her super van.
With the twinkle lights and the stripper poles on the inside.
Yes.
That's the first time I ever saw a real life shaggin' wagon.
Yeah. She said, "You want to see the inside of the van?" I stepped up in there and I looked, and the first thing I saw was the stripper poles. And I reached my head out and I said, "Y'all don't come over here for a minute." And I closed the curtains. I was like, "All right, show me how you doing." Daryl had a good time.
Spencer was just worried that there's going to be a charge for going inside.
It's worse off if they lock you in and charge you to get out. They can charge more for that.
That's true.
Stacy hand delivered. Stacy Thrasher is not to be trusted. She hand delivered a package to me from Ron Adams, and it had white sauce and Golden Eagle syrup in it. By the way, I used the Golden Eagle syrup as a component to the barbecue sauce for ribs yesterday, and that works excellent. You can use that in place of brown sugar and honey. Really, really good.
Look, PJ's taking up for you, Spencer.
Yeah,
she is.
That's only because Spencer seen you before I did.
And then Crystal, it was nice to meet Crystal. I never had met her before. And, you know, Peyton's girlfriend is from the kind of the same area. So when I said that, she took off. I didn't see her again. They talked. So
yeah,
it just blows my mind that people drive as far as they do to come to these things.
Well, I mean, Robin makes it all the time, and so this time we had quite a few people come from the far side of Texas, didn't we?
Well,
we had people from Michigan,
Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, the Texas and Colorado people had to drive here on different roads. You know, they'll get in a fight if you get them too close together.
Pam and Paul. Well, that's Arkansas.
Yep.
I forget how far away everybody. I think. Well, Crystal had to drive quite a ways.
I really wish we knew exactly how many different states out of the 50 somebody came from.
Pyro came from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so did Gary. Gary
Yep.
came from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And, and we had some come from Missouri. Sure did.
Well, yeah, I know. Look, there was not a single southern state that we didn't have multiple people from.
Yeah.
But we had people from, I mean, think about it. They was from Illinois, Ohio, South Carolina.
Yeah.
You know, that is awful nice of you to make it where it only lasts 4 or 5 days, because any longer than that, those people from north of the Ohio River have to get a different kind of visitor's visa, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a couple of Ohioans there who will remain unmentioned.
Yeah, we did have a couple of good ones.
Yeah, Eric and Kane were there.
Guys, I'm not trying to cut you off. He keeps trying to come in.
I know.
And it's saying that he's got to connect his mic and his camera before it'll let him in.
Noble,
So
she's
if you hear
talking
me,
to you.
Patrick, you got to do that. He's tried over and over and over.
Huh.
Is that Pyro?
No. But yeah, it was a good time. A recap of the overall thing was some people got there earlier than others.
No kidding.
Don't we always? And we got to do some calls on Thursday night. Well, a couple of us did. Like I said, we had distant reply vocal. You can clearly hear a couple people in the background going, "That was a booger," and it was. The audio capture is not that good. I tried cleaning it up. You really can't see it very well. I posted it on the Facebook page. And then on Saturday, Gary, if you want to jump on here, you can go through the picture thing. But if not, I'll show it and let Roger tell about it.
Well, on where we were at when the boogers howled, I believe that is the first time I've ever heard one that deep. And Kumbo said that was an alpha male, and you could tell the difference. I haven't heard that before, so that was amazing. And and they're listening. It was impressive to me. But
what night was it that we were in the camp and it was pretty late? 1:30 or so, maybe 2 in the morning, and we heard the female yelling up the holler to the east of us. I mean, that was absolutely positively a female call, and she was out looking for a mate, and I think she might have been calling Bama. I don't know, but I think I did hear you tell Moosty, you stay here,
hang out here, buddy.
But no kidding, that was one of the I've only ever heard a true female call in the wild a couple of times, and that was one of them. The other one, I've got it recorded, and in fact, I played it for some folks, there. But
if she would have saw Ashby, she probably would have snatched him because he's about the right size.
Yeah.
You know what it was? She seen Bama's legs, him wearing them Bama rolls around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to take up a GoFundMe to buy Bama some new clothes. We got to start that.
That's the Bama trend, son. You got the it's like the knickers version of the Bama overalls, and yeah, it's like a romper, but for men.
No,
hey,
there you
what's
are.
up?
Look at that.
Hey,
Patrick,
how y'all doing?
We're making it.
I hear you. I'm glad you made it home all right.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you made it home too.
Yeah, it was what a ride.
Yeah.
Did you get plenty of sleep before you left? Unlike some people we know.
No.
No.
All the beans I eat.
Well, luckily there wasn't an open flame or anything near you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Making sparks, you're still alive. And
it's bad to get stuck an hour and a half in traffic after you've eat all them beans.
On Saturday night, every time I saw Patrick, I tried to get decent pictures of everybody. Every time I saw him, Noble looked over at me like he was like about ready to pass out. He didn't even talk. He just lolled his head around.
Shoot, I probably only slept 3 or 4
Hang
hours.
on, somebody's at the door. Let me see.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's Odin.
Thank you for putting all that together, Spencer and Greg and everybody. It was awesome. Best one yet, bud.
We had a lot of fun.
Man. Got to meet a bunch of new people, and I didn't cook one meal the whole time I was there.
You lazy bum.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all, here. We'd been hearing about all these Patrick steaks and all this mess and the grill shit.
Greg, everybody had food. Man.
Speaking of steaks, I'm walking around in the dark and somebody shoves a piece of steak in my mouth, and I look down at Spencer. He said, "Try this." No, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Patrick, you want to hear something? You want to hear a sad story?
I'm still a little upset with you, Greg. I ain't got my Bama bibs.
I'm telling you. Look, we're gonna get with Bama to get you some bibs, but hey,
I talked to him about it.
Hey, look, you wanna hear a sad story, Patrick? Let me tell you this. This morning, Misty told us that she was doing some stuff, but she's gonna be backstage and pop in and out. But she let us know that she was eating up the last, what'd she say, 3 or 4 brownies that she had left because she made
she ought to be switched for that.
Yeah, she was gonna bring Patrick brownies, and she wound up didn't get to come to the meeting. She had to suffer through them and eat them by herself.
I hated she couldn't make it. Jeffrey, poor Jeffrey.
Yeah,
got him down here. He'd have been in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
No, I was thinking about those brownies.
It helps. It
I
helps.
didn't fall in the fire this time.
No, not this time.
No.
Patrick.
Oh my God.
Misty's brownies are
Yeah,
potent.
Miss Pat. Every time I'd walk by,
Oh,
Joe's trying to Miss Pat would be bribing me with something like him dadgum apple blueberry fritters and man, if I'd have stopped every time, I'd have gained 20 pounds there.
Oh man. Yeah, my diet went all the crap.
Yeah.
Y'all, what kills me is how in the world Joe Parker don't weigh 800 pounds. He ought to have a doctor now. He ought to have a doctor now for a doctor because the way Pat cooks and you know Parker lost weight. I got worried about him. I don't know if she's like chaining his mouth shut during the night or what.
Well, I asked if he was going to, do another chair roll for us, sitting up there.
Yeah.
He did last time.
Yeah, I think he made it known that he wasn't going to sit close to the ditch up there where I was at.
I offered to donate a chair for him to do it in.
Look, it ain't everybody.
That could have kept everybody happy for at least 20, 30 minutes, laughing at that.
I mean, I've never seen anybody wreck a folding camp chair and turn it completely upside down and do a flip and then come up standing and like nothing happened.
Yeah. I mean, he did a couple of pretty good barrel rolls, in at least one endo. I mean, normally you got to go to someplace like Talladega to see a wreck like that.
Bama said he visited Joe and got 6 pancakes and 4 pieces of bacon before he sat down. I don't doubt that at all. Look, Pat can cook. My goodness. And look,
man.
Patrick, did you get one of the meat pies? I heard there was rumor of her having.
No, I did not.
No.
Oh, there we go. Here's.
Yeah, we'd had enough food. They didn't get to them till after I left.
Man.
I should have stayed an extra day. The cookies are good. Christy's.
The cookies?
Yeah.
Oh, quite a few people.
Kevin.
Hey guys, I'm getting off of here. Been fun.
All right, Kumba.
Hey, brother.
You in trouble.
Yeah.
Y'all, look, Ashley had enough cookies. He could have found his way home by leaving Cookie Trail.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Roger brought a stack of them. And
yep.
My mom made 100, and I don't know how many made it there. Peyton was eating them on the way. He told us that none of them gonna make it.
His girlfriend's really sweet.
Yeah, they're perfect for each other. I'm glad he found her, or they found each other.
Everybody was so nice.
I keep threatening Peyton. I've told Roger both. If Peyton don't hurry up and ask that girl to marry him, I'm gonna ask her for him.
Right.
We were out there at their house with a fire the other night. I sent y'all a picture, and it was just, when you're around some people, I'm not mentioning any names from the past, and you're on pins and needles and biting your tongue the whole time, man, you can just be yourself. And I thanked her one day. I was like, thank you for being nice to him. And she started gushing about him and all that. And I was like, I'm welcome to the family. Hopefully, I think it's coming.
Well, when you can blend in with a bunch like us and not think nothing about it, you got a good one.
Yeah.
Eat.
Look, it's gone.
Easy. That in combination with the Vaseline in the rear window.
Hey, look, I will say this. There was some people that got windled that had never been windled before.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it. At Wendell, we can count on Wendell because, look, when I get there, it's like it just scrambles my brain about taking pictures. And I take like 6 pictures over 3 days. And Wendell's like sunburnt people's eyeballs from the flash of the camera. Wendell does great, y'all, as far as like getting pictures and stuff. And I know Verby's got a bunch of pictures, but yeah, look, anybody that had never been, you need to at least show up to be Wendell one time.
Yeah,
And
even
there's
Wendell
no
got Wendell.
Yeah, there's no Vaseline involved.
Even Wendell got Wendell. He did.
Yeah.
Who was it? Ginter's in the picture, but who took the picture?
I don't know. Caught him sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't know. I asked Wendell if he was trying to do his impersonation of JFK in the limousine.
That's what it looked like. Oh, stop.
Oh, Lordy. Well, I can let somebody else come on, man.
There's no one else jumping on. It's story time now. It's time for us to just make up crap.
Yeah.
You know, before Scott got that cake, he'd stopped by my tent and ate a bunch of junk.
That's
the
what
first thing he said. You got anything to eat? I said, yeah, I got some stuff in here, man.
That's what Scott does. He comes to the meet and greets and he just lets it all out, and then he goes home and he's good for about a year.
Yeah, last time we went camping, I think I give him a blanket and batteries and gloves and I don't know what else.
Look, right there. Pyro's needing a link. We need to send Pyro the
Here, I'll put another one in the
Oh, it was great meeting Kat and her husband.
Yeah.
That was cool. And all of Maggie's group, golly, Miss PJ and Paul, man, they're just tons of people. Lori, how's Lori doing? Anybody heard?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man. I always love seeing Catherine. It surprised me. I didn't know she was coming, and then there she was.
Yeah, I hollered, "Hey, Kat!" And then I seen her husband was with her. I said, "Well," I said, "Catherine." He was very nice, very nice. Bud and Angie, I got to hang out with them quite a bit. That was awesome.
Yeah. I think even Erica got to laugh a little bit while she was there. You know, that was good seeing Erica and Chad. But y'all. I get to laughing at Erica laughing. She just makes me laugh like crazy.
No.
It cracked me up. I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday, but they were camped right beside Kumba. And there was probably, no exaggeration, there was probably 3 hours there where every time I walked by there, Chad and Kumbo were just still talking back and forth. I mean, it was like every time I walked by, and I didn't know if Chad was bringing it on himself or if Kumbo had trapped him or exactly what the deal was. It looked mutual to me, but.
Well, I will say this. I've talked to Kumbo and I've talked to Chad separately, and it was probably mutual. Because I think Chad and I and Erica and Peyton, we talked for hours, like multiple times. So it's always good conversation. You can talk just about anything. And y'all know with Kumbo, it's the same thing, just not always about Bigfoot. I mean, he's got some hilarious stories.
Y'all, look.
And I can't leave out Bama Short Britches. I had a blast. He sat with us for probably 2 or 3 hours and was just telling stories. And I was like, I wished I was filming this, but I wouldn't do him like that. It was very detailed and amazing. That's all I would say.
Yeah. Dude, you can't help but love Bama. I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That was great, wasn't it, Roger?
Patrick got to watch Bama show some self-defense things on me that made me squeal.
Yeah, Roger squealing.
Like, oh.
The thing about Bama is if you're talking to him for 3 hours, it's really, if you condensed it down and spoke like a normal person, it would only be about an hour's worth of talk. But Bama just draws everything.
One word can be 30 seconds long.
That's what I'm saying. So 3-hour conversation is standard.
Look,
well, Bama,
y'all just don't understand. That's true Alabama. That's true Alabama talk, man. Y'all just gonna have to quit hating.
Oh, I love him, man. He's awesome to listen to.
Bama, I promise the stories will stay within that circle. Don't worry.
It was great.
Yes. What about Bama's new haircut, man? It looked great.
Man,
I thought it looked really good. I thought it looked really good.
Look 15 years younger.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just shocked that he went that extreme, but man.
I call him Samson and Delilah.
I wish Kel could have made it, but Kel was not feeling good.
Yeah.
But you know.
Nah, I love him whether he's got long hair or short. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Man.
Yeah, Billy said he didn't know it. I did a double take. I was like, is that Bama?
Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing about it late at night is when you hear some good stories, man. Boy, howdy.
Yeah, that I think that's one of the better things. Like a lot of, and also it's like bouncing ideas off each other. Like, you know, this might sound stupid, but what about this? You know, nobody's there to judge or whatever. There he is.
There he is.
What's up, man?
You're muted. There you go.
Man.
How long did you stay, Bama? Oh, where'd he go?
He was there.
Misty kicked him out.
Probably.
Did y'all get to talk to Adam any?
Yeah.
He was a lot of fun. Adam's a great guy.
Yeah, I got to talk to him in passing. I talked to him a little bit Sunday, but
yeah.
Funny.
He's funny.
Yeah, I think Adam was busy bouncing around just trying to cover everything.
Yeah.
That Starlink was amazing. I didn't have signal.
Yes, it is.
I was like, how hard is that to hook up? He gave me a code, and man, we did a show and didn't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that when I go to West Virginia.
I might look into it.
Spencer?
Do what?
You have Starlink?
No.
No. That's right. You're in the city, ain't you?
No.
Oh, they don't allow it in Virginia. I forgot about that.
But
if they had it,
there might be something to that.
Yeah.
Pyro, you have to accept. It says device not connected.
If they had it up there, Pat, there'd be a special excise tax on top of that.
That's what I was kind of getting at.
Yeah.
Well, man. We are family. We're just one big extended family.
Yes, sir.
Look, 100%. We put the FUN in dysfunctional.
No, that's one of the big differences about the meet and greets is it's kind of like we keep saying it, but I don't know. We've developed our own forum for where instead of like the what do you call the things, the conferences or something like that. Instead, you just show up and camp and actually get to hang out with the people. And it's a lot better in the aspect that it's low key. It's not stressful. Everybody's having a good time. And if you want to talk to somebody, you just pull up a chair and sit down and talk to them for hours on end.
Yeah.
You know, you can ask detailed questions and stuff.
They'll even split a honey bun with you.
Yeah. But
unless Misty, she'll eat your shit.
Just be aware if some of us start dancing. I mean, we got to go to the bathroom. Don't get mad. Let us go to the bathroom. We'll come back.
Pyro, it says device not connected. I don't know what that means. Your camera or your microphone is not connected, I guess.
I think you got to go in settings and do something.
I don't know. I've as many people as we've had on here, I've never seen that before where it keeps popping that up. It's done it almost every time on this show. So,
it's the Men in Black sabotaging.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rick DJ. What? Next time announce the group photo time. I did announce the group photo time. There's Bodie. What's up, Kevin?
What's up?
Did you have a good time?
I had a fantastic time.
Excellent.
I mean, I felt welcome from the minute I got there.
Well, we do a good job of faking it with people like you.
And I've been married twice. I faked it twice.
You were over there. You were over there with Robbie and Doc quite a bit. Y'all had plenty of time to talk. Did you get to speak to everybody you wanted to?
I didn't meet everybody I wanted to, but there's always next year. There's a lot of people. I can't come up with names off the top of my head that I really wanted to meet, but it didn't work out that way. But, you got to pick your poison.
What did you think about LBL, just the land itself?
It's an amazing place. I was really impressed with it. Kind of remind me of Michigan back in the day before it got civilized.
Now, the whole time you were there, did you hear anything at night? Did you hear anything, see anything?
Okay. I didn't bring it up before, but Robbie, Doc, and I were sitting there, where we sat on the lake side of the fire, and looking over to the left of where you had your tent and stuff. I seen something there. I pointed it out to Doc. Doc looked, and by the time we got Robbie around, it was gone. So we just didn't make an issue out of it. And then I heard sounded like coyotes right next to my trailer, but I used my thermal. I didn't see nothing, but it sounded like it was right next to it.
I did not see a coyote once. Usually you hear them down there.
And that's what I was wondering if it was coyote. I mean, because we have coyotes here, of course, but this was more intense, and it went longer.
There was some that was so loud. We were trying to figure out if it was somebody doing it or it was actually coyotes. And I talked to a couple of people and no, they were close. They were close to the camp at one point.
Well, whenever Roger, you were with us whenever we went out to do calls, there was either two very tall coyotes or they might have been red wolves. They were taller and they were lanky. We saw them on the thermal that was in a field out there whenever we were doing calls. But you bring up something about seeing stuff at camp again, and Gary said to go ahead and let Roger talk about it. So before we get much further in the show, let's talk about this.
All
right, Roger.
So y'all, there's only two people on this planet that know what happened here. Everybody else, you look at the picture, you can't tell much by it, but here, I'm going to tell you what happened. Gary's talking to us and he's looking back behind us and I see his eyes get big. And he said, there's one peeking out from behind a tree. And so being honest, I'm like, no way. It's like 3 p.m, broad daylight, all these people here. But that is an area where things happen. So I got up behind him and I was like, I don't see anything. So what he does, he points to the trees. There's some trees you can't see. He walks me back through the woods visually to this certain tree. And I said, I don't see anything. He said, that's because it's hiding behind a tree, but it's peeking out. Just hold on. Well, I'm looking over the back of Gary's shoulder, down his arm and his finger. And then he says, oh, wait, I might be able to get a picture. And he pulls his camera up. So now I see where he's focused at. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm in the right spot. I said it again, Gary, I don't see anything. He said, hold on. All of a sudden, something peeks out behind the tree. I thought I was looking at a rounded head, dark brown, but it had light brown in it up around the head. And it quickly went back where, behind the tree, but it did like a little kid. It was like a reaction. It peeked out again. Now, when he took this picture, it was so perfectly timed. He had his finger over the red button. I saw all of this. I'm standing behind him. I see all this at the same time. He snaps the photo. Right as he snaps the photo, it goes back behind the tree. And then it did it again. And I can't believe it. I can't tell y'all what it was, but even looking at this picture, I feel like some of it is not what we saw, but that to the right there, I think that's part of the head. If you see it, this bigger part up here, I think is part of the tree and a stump or whatever. But I believe it's lower down is kind of where I saw it. And this made me realize all of these pictures people have sent me that saw movement and snapped a picture. I get it now. We saw it move. Gary saw it before I did. And we're the only two that know for sure. Now I can't tell you what it was, but I decided right then that I was going to go in and go to that spot. I wasn't chasing it, y'all. I didn't want to jump on his back or anything like that. But as soon as I started finding impressions, I stopped and I turned around and I saw Spencer coming. And Spencer, you can tell the rest of it if you want to.
Well, what I would say in regards to it is this. There's a couple things that go into this. This is just my opinion on the subject. But number one, audio captures and trying to get a picture, trying to get video, it doesn't do justice to it the way that you experience it in real life. The audio, like for example, you could hear it in real life and you just immediately know that that's not an indigenous animal. It's not anything you've ever heard before. But if you see somebody doing a video clip of it, it doesn't sound nearly as impressive. With this right here, you have to be careful because everybody goes, oh, it's a Bigfoot meet and greet. Of course, everyone there saw Bigfoot. I'm not saying that this picture is or isn't anything. You can look at it. You can be the judge of it. It was in the middle of the day. There was a lot of people around there. So it was very surprising to me. But I can tell you this. Whenever Gary came over and showed me the picture, he was explaining it to me. And I said, Gary, I'm not real good with pictures. And he's like, well, come over here and look. And I was like, are you saying you just caught this right now? And he said, yeah. So I go over there and Roger and Gary are there. They're pointing it out. I took Gary's camera. I lined up where the picture was. I got up there close enough to see exactly where this black thing is in the picture. And it wasn't there in real life. Like I could not see it. It's there in the picture. I could not see it in real life. So I start walking up there and we got probably 15, 20 feet behind where that should have been. And you could clearly see impressions in the ground. Now, having said that, I know myself and I am not the world's greatest tracker. I'm good enough to get myself in trouble, but I could see impressions in the ground. Eric Tipton was right there. Eric is a very experienced tracker. So I immediately walked out of the woods, grabbed Eric, had him come over there and look at it, asked him what he thought. Eric is like a bloodhound when it comes to this kind of stuff. And he will just start walking. He doesn't really talk, but he likes to look at the whole thing. And he'll go up there and he'll walk. And, after there was, so let me put it this way. There was probably 6 or 7 impressions, tracks. You could see it in the dirt, but mostly you could absolutely tell the scuff marks in the leaves, the slight impression in the ground itself. The tracks were in a line. The tracks were probably 4 foot, 4.5, somewhere right in there, apart from each other. There was a rock that got disturbed. There was a rock slightly bigger than a softball size. That one of the tracks you can see where it hit and knocked or moved the rock. And it goes up the hill. Now, I don't know what to tell you more than that, but Gary caught a picture of something that if you looked with your naked eye afterwards, it's not there. It's not in that field. And then there are tracks up behind it. So,
and Bud asked a question, did anybody go after it? I went immediately after it. And when I got close to that area, I told Spencer and Eric, I said, you see that fallen log right there? I didn't see it again, but something took off in a hurry, but not running at an angle up the ridge. And when we got up there, we saw some disturbance, looking like something went that way. I feel like whatever it was might have used the cover to go straight away from me. And then when it got to that log, it turned the same angle because it was kind of blocking. At times I wished I hadn't have seen it, but I was glad that Eric and Spencer came up because I can't tell you what it was, but I know what I thought I saw. I can't give you details. I saw the movement, and it shocked me so because I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I was like, no way, not in a daylight with all these people. And I was proved wrong. Now, what it was, I don't know, but I know it looked like a domed head. And
I'd have ran too if I'd have seen some dude with a cocked hip coming up through the woods.
I know, but so that's just, I can tell what I saw. And now it gives me a different perspective on people that show you pictures and you're like, I don't know. But if they said that they saw it moving, well, maybe you kind of got to trust the folks that were there, because there's only, like I said, there's only 2 people on this planet that know what we saw. And I'm not going to try to convince anybody, but I'm tickled to death that Spencer and Eric came up and kind of, found some more maybe evidence. So anyway.
I'm not so sure they can't blur the picture, dude. I think they put off some kind of field.
Yeah, I didn't see any. So I'm thinking it was about 40, 45 yards from where I was standing. I felt like I was seeing a face. I can't tell you who I was, but I did see different color, like people put highlights in their hair around the facial area, but it was so quick. Here's what I just thinking about it. Gary was standing there. It peeked out at him a few times. Now I'm standing there. It peeks out and goes back, and then it's like, wait, there's 2 of them. And back. That it was like a kid playing hide and seek. So,
everybody that's watching this show, we all know that there's a bunch of, you got to call it what it is. There's a bunch of misidentification, if not just flat out BS. Pareidolia, all that kind of stuff in the Bigfoot world. You have to be honest with yourself about that. But just think about it logically like this. You're talking about 100 plus people were in this location. We're in this location because of the history of that area, that specific area. You had 2 people that say they saw it move. That got to look at something moving. Now, stop right there. I'm going to tell you that these 2 people, they're my friends, and I trust them. I didn't see it, but I trust them. I went up, personally looked. Whatever is in this picture is not there, looking at it afterwards. And there is indeed some type of tracks that were probably 16 inches long by 7 inches wide. There were several of them going up the hill behind this thing. If you put all that together, the likelihood that this was a booger is really high. I can't say that 1000% for a fact, but logically it makes sense. And really, that's more than you get with a lot of people's sightings or experiences. They actually got a photo, and there were tracks there. Quite a few of us saw the tracks and went up there. I don't know what else to tell you beyond that, but it probably was the real deal. It probably was that. I can't believe that it happened with 100 people there in the middle of the day.
I know.
Well, look what happened in 2020.
What, the trackway?
Yeah.
Well, the trackway was another one. A lot of people were like, of course, it's a Bigfoot meet and greet. Everybody is expecting to find something. Whoa, no, that is not correct.
No.
They stumbled upon that trackway. I know both of them personally, Noble and Shelley, and there ain't no way that they made that. Bama has forensic background with the police. He's the one that did the castings. There were a ton of people that saw the actual trackway that they found. It doesn't do it justice looking at video of it and everything, but when you see it in real life, I found a trackway in the exact same spot that they found their trackway, except for the ones that we found were more like kids. Like it was like one female and like one or two kids. But I mean, guys, what can I say? LBL is like, it's the real deal. And one more point on that topic, just so everybody knows, it seems like nowadays there's 10,000 LBL experts on Bigfoot. This is not really the best time of year to have a very big experience at LBL. Normally the activity is more in the fall of the year, but this is probably the third or fourth time a few of us have had something happen in the spring. So it just goes to show you that these things are unpredictable, and you can't go, well, it's got to be exactly this time of year. Or like me, it blew me away that it was like 3 o'clock in the day that this happened. But I mean, maybe that's just me thinking that I know more about the subject than I do. I don't know.
And there's one thing too, besides the tracks. I found a fern, and they're not very big this time of year. It was a small fern.
Yeah.
And it was mashed flat, and one of the stems was broken, and the water was coming out of it. It happened now. I was being careful going along, and we would find impressions. I would break a stick or a little tree, just kind of marking the trail so we could go back and look or whatever. And when he tells you the rock was moved, it was moved very recently because the moisture, the gap between the leaves and the rock where it slid was because that's dry up there, right? It's been really dry. And y'all, I hate to say I can't tell you what it was, but I can't. It just, it's disheartening. It's disheartening because I saw Gary snap the picture, and this is the best we got. And it's just.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You can. That's like zoomed in and enhanced, so you can see the distinction of it. But I mean, again, you would have to refer to the people that were actually there that physically got to see it move, and there were several people that got to see the tracks. But that is what it is.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Rusty wants to weigh in. Rusty, go ahead.
Yeah. So I had just gotten there at the time, and I ran right in. Roger was walking out of the trees. Yeah, I had just gotten there when that happened.
Okay. Yeah. If we weigh in, like you said, you heard something around your vehicle that you were sleeping in. Same spot. I mean, because you were parked right there. You were only, 20 feet away from where Roger was? And
yes. I just gotten out of the vehicle, and I was walking around. I see Roger. I go up to say hello, and I could tell right then he was a little rattled about something. And, he had the camera in his hand, and he showed it to me. He said, Gary and I just got this picture. And he started to explain, the circumstance to me. And at first I thought, well, maybe Roger's upset about something, or maybe he's mad at me about something. So he was clearly, a little perturbed, I guess is the right word. You were a little flustered, Roger, when I saw you that day.
Well, I did something out of character for me. I knew for a fact I'd seen something, and I was wanting to see what it was because nobody's going to believe this. So I took a page out of Bud's book. I went in after it, and it wasn't probably the smartest idea, but I got to hear it leave and where it went. So I'm not very fast anyway with these hips, but I made a decision right then against my better judgment that I'm the one seeing this. I need to be the one go to it, and I'm glad I did, but yeah, on the way back out, no matter what it was, it still was kind of like a mind scramble. It was nerve wracking, because you never know. I mean, it could have been something that didn't like that, and I might not be here right now. But anyway, I was, how many opportunities do you get like that? But I've heard Bud talk about what he would do, and I think the fact that I do know this, usually if you see something like that and it's gone, you don't have time to do anything. But Gary saw it, and we had like a minute to figure out what we were going to do. Then he gets the picture, and I'm like, oh my God, something's there. So that's why I took off. Then halfway up in there, I'm like, what am I doing? But yeah, it was, and I was so glad to see Spencer come in and Eric and all them.
There was a smell also. There was a smell. I forgot about that. Whenever we got up in there, it wasn't super, super strong, but there was definitely the urine garbage smell.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yep. Yeah.
Roger, did you get a chance to go back up there like the next day or something and see if you could kind of recreate that scene?
No, and I thought about that after we were on the way home. But the good thing is, I think we could, because it's like 4 trees. And if we could get that first tree, and also I snapped small limbs on the way up so we can kind of tell. And that would be a good idea. Somebody to wear a black shirt or something and get up there and peek out and see how tall, Yeah, we need to do that.
Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
we knew it all along.
But stumps don't run off, do they?
It definitely wasn't a stump. No.
No.
Y'all getting ticks on you?
Oh yeah,
just a little.
Yeah,
I brought some home.
I had 3. Me too, man. I had 1 on my leg when I got home.
But I'm scared to think how bad it would be if Ashby hadn't posted that on Woodwalkers about that stuff he uses, because we use that every day and we still got a few, not many. But
yeah, I didn't get any. I use that stuff very liberally, like a couple of times a day. Anytime that I thought, I was sweating and it was wearing off, I just go rub some more on.
Yeah, it was pretty good stuff.
Hold on one second, y'all. Pyra, I would love for you to get on and tell about that. Is your stuff not working at all? You can't hook up to it?
Yes, we need Pyro on here so he can talk about y'all.
He had the same problem I did. But I have StreamYard and I just copied and pasted it on. I tried the link. Tried the link. That didn't work.
Yeah.
Let me in.
Yeah, he may have to do like I have to do. I have to actually type in the whole HTTPS / whatever, the whole thing, and go in it that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here and let somebody else get on. I appreciate everybody coming, and me and Heather both had a great time. Peyton and Bree had a great time. It was just looking forward to whenever we decide to do something again. Rusty, nice talking to you again. Patrick was following the food around. I couldn't catch him.
Yeah. I'm gonna get off here. Love everybody. Thank you again for having it and getting it together, and love everybody in chat, man. So I'll see y'all.
Yeah.
See you, bro.
Have a good
I'm going to go
week.
too.
Right.
Good night, everybody.
And now there's 2.
Yeah.
Man, look.
That's because we had a man down.
Well, what you hadn't talked about too is, and I don't know how much you knew about it, but Pat and Joe, and then Pyro, and then Adam Colt wound up staying They stayed an extra night. About 1:30 that Monday morning, Joe Parker sends a text out. We got a group text. He sends it out. It's like something just shook our camper. Well, then just a couple of minutes, we do a Facebook Live chat amongst us, and there's like 4 of us jump on there, and he and Pat both said that while they were sitting there, and their camper, of course, was down by the water close, and you had Adam had his little Jeep rig set up. And I don't know if he's staying in it or whatever, but then Joe and Pat's camper, and then Pyro had his pickup and a tent. But Pat and Joe both were adamant that it was like something gigantic, like put its foot on the step of their camper and shook the whole camper. They said it shook it hard. And I think the way I understood the next day that maybe Pyro and Joe both had tried to, together tried to shake the camper like it did that night and couldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah. It shook the whole camper.
They are more than welcome to jump on here and tell everybody about it. Sherry just texted me and said to let everybody know that they are going to have a show today at 5 with Eric. So y'all make sure and go to Sherry's channel, SASS. Didn't somebody post it? Kat, was that you or Squirrel? Somebody posted the link, I thought. Yeah, Kat did.
Yeah. Man, but yeah, once again, the old Woodwalkers meet and greet was a success. For me, it was. If we just had her sister there, I know she couldn't make it, man.
Well, next time she'll be there. Next time. Right now, she got the microphone muted. I know she's back there going to hell. I will.
Yeah, exactly.
You lie.
That's it. No, shit. Spencer hit the nail on the head with a sledgehammer. Oh.
I love you.
We felt like we've been disowned.
You did have a bunch of people ask about you. Everybody wanted to see you.
I know. I hate it. I'm really sad that I did that I did miss it, but I had shit to do. Stuff was going on. I can't help it. Life was life.
Yeah. But there's always next time. When are you gonna drag yourself down here to Alabama?
Listen, I love yous. They ain't gonna be a next time. We discussed this 2 times ago, remember? We ain't doing no more.
Listen,
y'all missed out. Hey, I hope yous had a blast, but
well,
we
you
ain't
can't
doing no more.
Well, you didn't have the farewell one, so we still got to have another one because you ain't been there.
We'll see.
That's her way. That's her way of saying "f you" without saying "f you."
I know.
That's not true. We'll see.
That's squirrel talk. That's squirrel talk. Look, she can't quit being like Bob Vila in her yard. She's like continuously manufacturing.
Yeah, what are you making now? You've done made some kind of deck structure / chicken fence stripper stage thing. What are you building now?
I can't tell you what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I'll show everybody the pictures.
I tell you, man, it's like one of those bird cages, is those upscale stripper clubs. You got to put chicken wire on the front.
It's my movable jail cell. I ain't got it finished yet.
Now that may be yeah. I could see that happening. Look at that.
Hey y'all.
There they are.
Well, guys, how was the experience? Did you have a good time?
Yeah. How about you?
Yes. Hi, Misty.
Man, I just hate I didn't get to hang out with Chad and Erica much. It was like I'd see them pass just back and forth.
JR was talking to me. I had my mic muted.
Did you hear me saying about Chad? Every time I walked by there for like 3 hours, you and Kumbo were talking. I didn't know which one. I didn't know if it was a mutual thing. There was a part in me. I didn't know who to rescue, though. Did I come up and say something for you? Chad, come with me. There's something, but no, it looked like you were having fun.
I have a horrible, you guys are all echoing. I'm going to back out and try to come back in.
Okay.
All right. Man, there again, the powers that be behind the scenes. So look, other than erecting stuff in her yard and cooking like 14 meals a day, it looks like mean, it's like Handy Manny and maybe Paula Dean is Misty's like lost spirit or something. I don't know.
How about now?
Still echoing?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. So something about we're getting some. Yeah. Yeah.
Try it again.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
What is the deal today? Everybody's having problems with the audio and stuff.
I don't know.
Man. Oh, Spencer. Look, we'll get off topic, but yesterday Abby had a county tournament softball team or softball game. Man,
I saw the picture.
Look, what the video, I wish I'd been zoomed in better because I was videoing Abby. She was up at bat and she fouled 2 balls off and like scared one to death because it was like it was screaming at us and it hit the fence right in front of us. But then the pitcher wound up, it was like a 2-2 count. And she hit Abby on the forearm, hit her with the ball. And I saw my child, like, everybody's like, oh, I hope she's okay. And I'm going, she's pissed.
Yeah,
She swings the bat. She jerks the bat around. She stomps across the plate. And when she throws the bat toward the dugout, you can tell she's mad. All right. Can y'all hear us now?
How about now?
Yeah, no, I've got a little bit of delay.
Uh-oh.
I think it's good. We can hear you.
We can hear you guys. We'll just go with that. There's no delays.
Okay.
We'll just go with
Okay. Y'all sound good on this end.
Yeah, you sound fine.
It's our end. It's our end delay.
We'll go. We won't interrupt you a lot. Just go ahead and tell us about.
Hey, Joe.
Just tell us about the meet and greet.
Go.
Hey,
you talking to me, Spencer? You talking to them?
I was talking to
Joe,
them.
go ahead. We're gonna back out again.
All right, we'll get you guys on later.
All right, Parker, give us your.
Here we go. So, what had happened was nobody left but 4 of us. Adam goes and puts a camera on every table in the park. You know, at the campsite, a camera and I guess it's maybe a camera / listening device to record anything comes through the camp. Well, so he's down. We go out thermaling for 2-3 hours or whatever it was, a couple hours. Come back, we set up, and he sets up in his his car thing, and gets his radio going so he can pick up. And he puts out all these links so you can watch what's going on each camera if you decided to through Starlink. And of course, we didn't get to see it. We never got linked up right or something. And so Pyro's down by the lake even further than we are. So we're about 70 yards apart or something like that. So Pyro, we're sitting at the fire. He said, it's going to be raining about 15, 20 minutes. So I got up all our ground stuff and tables, rolled all that stuff up. And Pyro has, he has that 3-gallon jug, what's left of them beans, and about 2-3 gallons of jambalaya in the ice chest. And it's sitting up by our steps on a trailer. So I took it away from the trailer, set it up about, who is that? Who is that guy? Who is that?
That guy.
So I set his beans and his ice chest and shit away from the trailer and put 2 little chairs he drug up there. Him or Adam drug them up, and I put them on the ice chest like that. Well, everybody gets in the.
We lost Joe.
Joe, can't hear you.
We lost Sam.
I can hear you. Or you two, not Joe.
Yeah.
And we can hear you. Can't hear you, Joe.
Yeah, Joe's sound just cut.
Yeah, just cut right in the middle of that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We got you now.
Okay, I might have touched something. Anyway, Pyro says it's going to be raining here shortly, so I pick up everything. set all that stuff up away from the camper, thinking, well, if something comes, I don't want it right up against the camper. And we just sit at the table inside the camper, been there about 15 minutes probably, and everything quieted down. And next thing we know, you could hear something simultaneously hit the steps. And the trailer rocks all at the same time. So I got up and I turned the awning light back on, and it got quiet. We had the window open. I was texting Greg here a little bit after that. The guys our group channel, telling him, look, it's 1:30. Our trailer just got rocked. Well, then we're trying to get a hold of Adam out there in his car, Pyro up there by the lake. We can't get a hold of anybody. So I'm texting Greg. I said, you got Pyro's number. And I think you had it. But anyway, we didn't get a hold of him till this is all over with. So the next morning.
So he's just like, anyway, good luck, Pyro.
Huh?
He was like, good luck, Pyro. Then we'll see you in the morning, baby.
Well, you got all the dirt and stuff you're putting out. You'd already blessed your area. Our area was blessed with Bigfoot. Yours was blessed with keeping them away. There was two different things going on. I ain't even gonna talk about the lake swim you had. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Anyway, so we get up, like I say, 2 smut marks on the steps. Can't really prove what they is. It's just smut looking marks on the steps. And Pyro stuff, the little chairs and stuff is kind of knocked around by the ice chest. So we look, me and Pyro unscrew that lid. We look off of them beans. They're still kind of glazed over, like stuff's been sitting on the oven too long. You know what I'm saying? It's got that dried out look. Don't look like nothing's been in it.
Those beans almost exploded.
We didn't look at the damn jambalaya beforehand, but it looks like it's been dug in possibly. Everything was put back on just right, and we don't know for sure what went on, but that happened there. And of course, I got all the guys around there, and we talking about. I had to go wait. Adam sleeps, no kidding. He sleeps with blinders on, earmuffs on, in his car, so he'd have to turn that sun gun over for him to know it. He don't want to see nothing. He's just there doing his camera work or audio. He's not on there listening to that shit. He just wants to stay there, but not there. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to see nothing. So I woke him up by shaking the car, saying something to him or something, and then got him on down there, and he got up right away and came down to see what we had. But it was interesting. Go ahead, Pyro. What all happened with you?
Nothing. No. not a lot there at the LBL. I mean, I walked around, put out my blessings, and was taken care of pretty good. I found a lot of neat stuff and a lot of neat rocks and stuff, little presents, and gave some to other people that I found, and it was a very nice trip. I love seeing everybody in and trying new foods and stuff. But the PJ's place, I've given that story to Roger and PJ on our channel, and then the other place, Fall Creek Falls, afterwards I went to the rest of the week till Thursday. That was very week. That week was the whole week was filled with stuff every night.
Pyro, there have been daylight sightings of boogers standing out up on the bluff there beside the falls, right where it breaks over.
Yeah, and singing. We have they recorded singing out there of them.
Right.
Female singing like a melodic whale, sounding.
Really?
And it's right there in camp. The team there did LARPing for years before that. Had stuff happening there all the time to them until one just finally walked right out and just pissed and looked at him and was like, get out of here, and then walked on. But every night there was several people there: Joe and Jesse from Helmet Holla, Miguel from Sasquatch Theory, Jeremiah Byron. He was there. Ozark Harry Man. He gave me his microphone, his giant his broadcaster at the end of it. I went up to shake his hand and lay it out and take a picture of it. And he said, "Here, you're a fireman. You might need this too. You can go out there and haul at the boogers and send me your recordings at Oklahoma." So I was like, no, that's too much. That's too much. But he insisted, and he said, "I'm gonna get me a better one anyway." So I was like, okay. I'll send you whatever I catch out there. So when Kumbo comes down in June, maybe we'll get out there and holler at him. But he fired up the shofar through it. We got responses. We got tree knocks. We got speech. Jeremiah was told to come here by something. I climbed inside an asterisk structure out there and was prepared to be teleported. Nothing happened there, but I was kind of like Jodie Foster on Contact. I'm good to go. I'm good to go.
Oh wow!
It was watching a trail, and there was a trail out the back of it for it to get away. But it was watching a hiking trail where it was set up right there. And so we casted some footprints. And Gail found some footprints. We casted and left with the crew there. So. And we caught in a squatchnado, we called it, the last night. The big bow echo wind come through, like 60-mile-an-hour winds, and we knew it was coming. You could hear it coming for like a mile or two out. And I took off sprinting. I was like, "Is that a jet airplane?" And then somebody's like, "Yeah, that's a jet." And I was like, "Nope, that's Oklahoma coming near." So I went running past all the groups until I caught up with the slow group at the end and escorted, a little old lady out of the woods as fast as we could go, and with trees falling all around us, debris, leaves. You couldn't even see from the pollen almost. It made like a fog on us. So,
wow.
They've got
it hit here pretty hard too. Probably 50, 60 mile an hour wind, came through.
What night was that, Pyro?
That was Thursday night.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Thursday night up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Pyro, how many people were up there at that?
There was 20 registered, and then there was about 8 people running it. So, yeah. Okay. Joe and Jesse did a live from there on the infrasound. It was very interesting. I played one of my recordings somebody shared with me to interpret some speech. Some, sounds like Bigfoot talking to each other on there, and it set off this infrasound. I asked him, if it would set off that, you'd just been recording like a tiger pen or a hippo. He said, around there, said it doesn't. And I play that recording, and it set off his meter there on the computer. I mean, it's very, very elaborate technical setup, but when they talked, it set off the infrasound on them when they started doing their language. And it was like Greg heard the and it zapped the recorder that was recording this, and then like I said, it picked up on that. So it's pretty interesting. They do a lot of technical stuff.
Wow.
Pyro, what is that behind you? I know what it is.
You know what it is.
He's selling that for $19.99, I think.
$19.95. All the copies I can make. This is the key to it all.
By the way,
what's that?
So didn't Kumbo sign it up there somewhere?
Kumbo's gone there several times.
There you go.
Yeah, War Criminal, Bama, just everybody. Doc and Robbie. I couldn't get Jessica Jones. She was in and out so fast. Sherry Griffey. She's got some interesting stories. She's been with a lot of people in a lot of places and seen stuff. I followed her out to the Fall Creek Falls, and we had a wild time out there. It was awesome. But Criminal 7, I got a bunch of criminals on here, but yeah.
So did anybody talk about Savage Gulf State Park?
Savage Gulf? No.
Oh, okay. That's just south of there, and they have activity down there on occasion, but more up around Fall Creek Falls.
There's a Reed Noble Trackway, just everything. Bama sightings, just it's a one of a kind map. I'll treasure from now on.
So basically, that's people that's had encounters and where they had them.
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Pat and Joe's thermal image. It's on there. Every story I've ever heard of the LBL is condensed in one place. So I'm very proud, very happy I got that put together.
That was a good idea, Pyro. It was
It's
a good
cool.
idea.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, one of a kind.
You know, Kumbo took us up there to spots and had the, told Adams ins and outs of these spots that nobody else knew
Yeah.
from that far back. We got a grand tour just from Kumbo by doing that.
I sat back and just watched him and just taking it in there. I was like, this made my trip right there. Him pointing out the trees.
Y'all are too nice.
I thought you was going to have to be in business about that guy jumping off the top of the Hotel California about getting killed. But anyway, he made it. I don't know. Y'all guys didn't really know about it, but Kumbo knew about it, and you knew about it, and I knew about it in this group. And that guy Jimmy's the one run over and checked on him, but I was glad to meet Jimmy, by the way. Finally met him.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe that guy did it up. I mean, I would have understood if he'd have fallen, but no, not just jump. I mean,
they were climbing off the tree up and down there against the building, like you said you did when you were younger. Getting wedged in between the tree and going up and down.
Yeah, but where he went off was a lot higher.
No, he must have failed when he hit them rocks down there. He rolled. Story, but he rolled perfect.
Yeah, if he hadn't known how to roll, he would have been hurt.
Yeah, he
would
have hurt.
I'm missing out. What's the deal about the guy falling off?
He did, and I think
bodies
he jumped
flying
out
off the Hotel California.
Yeah, he was on the first floor, and then for some reason he decided he wanted to. I think he did it on purpose.
I think he jumped.
Yeah, that's
he landed out in there away from the building.
Right, and right. And he decided he wanted to jump down, but he didn't realize how far it was. Plus, the building's like this, and he in the ground is like this, and he jumped out pretty good, and so he ended up going down a lot further.
Well, I'll catch the rest later, guys.
Go take care of the world, Pyro.
Go save somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate it. I'm glad you made it on now.
See you, Pyro.
See you, Pyro. Bye.
Yeah, Kumbo took to the bow hunters field. We got to go to the Hotel California with him. And while we were there, I don't know how many of it was. It was about 5 carloads of us. And these kids showed up. I don't know, probably about 6 or 8 of them, maybe. And that's who actually one of them jumped off the building. But some reason they thought they had to crawl up on top with these trees. And they crawled up there, and that one there come down, and he hit a little rough.
Yeah, he went up. He got on the corner there, like the way that back when. Well, some of those kids were just able to jump up there and pull themselves up.
They sure did.
And but when I did it, I just grabbed a hold of the tree and sort of put my back against the building, and just sort of ooched up and with my back against the building. When I got my butt up, even with the top of the roof, I just leaned back and flipped over. But then that kid decided he wanted to jump off near there, and he didn't take into account that ground sloped down away from the building as steep as it did. And he hit and rolled, and it's wonder didn't break a freaking leg or something, or break his ankle, at least break an ankle.
He's a flop one more. He'd have found another story if he'd have went a little bit further over and flopped on that next little drop down. He'd have went on down another 15 foot or whatever it was.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I showed you these. My grandson, my 11-year-old grandson, got a 3D printer for Christmas, and he made me this whistle. Here, let me put it up here. He made me this whistle with that 3D printer, and it's actually a 2-chamber whistle, and somehow they're dissonant tones, and it makes a warble sort of like a coach's whistle, and it's just annoyingly loud. But I took it and blew it several times out in the field and over at LBL, and one time I'm pretty sure that I heard something, but it's these dogs are gonna go crazy when I blow it. God, dog, got this.
It's loud.
That's I can't believe it. I mean, it ain't very big at all, but it is ungodly loud.
Right now, Kumbo, you need to patent that. We're going to label it the Bigfoot rape whistle.
Yeah, you could do it.
Chad, Erica, is it working now?
Yeah, I know what it was. We were on YouTube and then got into streaming. Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah,
It was
now
a
that
great
you're on
trip.
here, y'all talk.
Yeah, it was a great trip. That was our first time at LBL, and it was extremely dusty.
Yeah, we had about an inch of dust in our car on the way when we left because we always had our windows down. But great trip. I got to meet some people I've never got to meet or haven't met yet. My conversations with Kumbo there were it was like one after another. You think you're about done, and he says something else that you're like, okay, let's listen to this one, and awesome. So I thank you for the everything, Kumbo, as far as what you've been talking about, and I feel like I could write a book from what you've just told me that weekend. But it was a great time.
Yeah,
great time. Look forward to the one next week. If you're going to have one next week, let's go. Let's get together and do it.
Come on, Dallas. But yeah, this is our crazy. Come here, Dallas. Come here, Dallas.
The Malingator.
Yeah, this is the Maligator.
Oh.
She's
Hi, Dallas.
Mostly Malinois, but I think she's got a little bit of bird dog in her or something. But she this is the one we would be sitting on the sofa, and she'd get down to the far end of the house, come running wide open down there, completely clear the sofa, run across the wall, do a berm shot across the wall over our heads, and then bounce back down and then back down the length of the house again. And that dog is nuts. One time I pulled up and in the backyard and got out of the truck, and I hear this noise, and I'm looking around, well, where is that coming from? And heard it again, looked up. She's like 20 feet up in a dadgum tree and chased a squirrel up in a hackberry tree. And she's like 20 feet off the ground, and like you see the cats, where the firemen are trying to come get them. Well, Malinois off the tree, and I had to get an extension ladder and go lean it up up there, and I managed to coax her out, and I just put her over my shoulder and came down the ladder one-handed, and I got her out of there. But she's a nut. We call her Nut Butt.
Well, Spencer, I wanted to say thank you for everything you did. The whole thing was, I think, very well put together. Everybody had a great time. I mean, you're not gonna find anybody in that group that's gonna say they had a bad time. Everybody had a great time. Again, the Sherry and Greg and that whole group. I mean, you guys did fantastic.
Well, I'm sure that everybody that was there appreciated what y'all gathered up for Gary. Gary is a moderator on so many shows. It definitely affects everyone that's in this subject that watches all these shows, that Gary can keep moderating. And for anybody that doesn't know, while we were there, they managed to wrangle up quite a bit of money because Gary needed a new computer. So that they gathered up quite a bit of money, and Gary has a new laptop now.
And he said he's using it today, so that's good.
He used it the first night he's back. He must have rolled out of there and went by and got one. That lady must have helped him pick one out. So.
Awesome.
So that's good. I'm glad we had that kind of group that could was willing to help out, and it was great. I had nobody said no. Everybody donated. So a few people we missed that were in conversation with other people, but it's a donation. We don't,
Well,
you could have given.
The telling thing is when you had it all in an envelope and gave to him, and then the people that didn't know that you'd been taking up money, all of a sudden here comes a whole bunch of people with a whole bunch more money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
I thought I could get that started, but I don't know if I did or not.
Yeah. And
I said, how much you got to get to 600? They didn't hear me. So I asked him again, $25. All it was. All I had was 20, and then Paul from Miss PJ and Paul had the 5. I said, "Here you go. That makes 600." I don't know who came after that. We was just.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a great group.
It shows what kind of hearts everybody has. So that's
yeah.
That's why it's so awesome to be with everybody and get to know everybody.
Yeah, there was someone, I can't remember who, but someone I talked to, it was their first, they had just gotten there. It was their first time with the group. Like, these will be some of the best conversations we've ever had. It's an awesome group.
Yep.
You know, that makes like 2 times y'all been around, and 2 times something's happened in Holland, something happened here at LBL. I mean, it's a regular happen when we go out. Usually something goes down, whether the numbers are off, it don't really matter. They still something happens.
You got to wonder, though, really, in all honesty, is it the people drawing them in, or is it just that everybody's actually paying attention? You know, if you get people around that know what to look for and they're actually paying attention, I mean, that's a big difference than if you just go camping and fishing and you're not, you know, if you write off every little thing that you hear. I mean, it is different, though, whenever you have stuff like what happened with you. If something actually got up and rocked the camper, I mean, that's different. That's it coming to you. Yeah. But again, I mean, it's LBL. LBL is not, I'll be the first one to say, LBL is not like every single time you go there, you're guaranteed for some kind of interaction to happen. But if you go there and you spend 3-4 days and you're going to certain places looking for, I mean, hell, y'all were driving around, plus Pyro had that food there. Who knows if you didn't catch the attention of something and it followed you back to camp? I don't know.
I wonder how many times you're not at camp, they go by and rock your something or pop on your tent.
Could be.
Nobody's there and they're just doing some kind of something just to test the waters.
They do that. You know, we had something come over and, you know, mess with my camper, and you know, I thought it was, you know, Jimmy up going to the bathroom because he's at the other end, and then he thought it was me, you know, doing
Spencer,
it. And then
Kumbo, you were right next to us. Why didn't you tell us that something?
Don't tell him.
We were in a tent.
Hey, new person at camp is bait, man. Just deal with it.
Their battery was dead. They was right where they needed to be. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
And I didn't hear it, but of course the windows in where I was, the windows are real small, but Jimmy's got where he was at, there's great big windows on both sides, and he said he heard something, you know, walking around out there and during the night, and I said, well, there's probably, you know, this, you know, Blackie out there doing it. He said, no, it was on the other side towards Patrick. And well, hey, Patrick, when he hits the rack, I mean, he's gone.
Yes, he is.
You don't see him for 12 hours, and it was on the side over there towards Patrick. But now, I think
Mox,
Patrick said he heard something out there. But
you know. He was just on the other side of you, and he said that something hit his camper too. And it was just Patrick. Then they had the hole in the road, and they had Doc was there. Doc would have been a good prime candidate to rock that thing he had too.
Yeah,
I don't know if he did, but he was just right there by Jim. Gary.
This was Doc's first time, wasn't it?
No, he's been down there. Holland's
Blackie's first time. You know,
first time up in LBL though.
Yeah, but. Yeah, you know, Greg, we messed up, buddy.
What's that?
Doc should have spent the night. We should have, you know, rubbed him down in bacon grease and put him in a thong and wrapped him down in bacon grease and gone and tied him up on the ridge over there, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got that. He's had his own. He had to keep his sighting or something under wraps all these years when he was professionally employed at Tulane and all that.
Yeah,
we met him at Hollins a few years ago. He was at the Hollins meet and greet because we made sure he got there. Mm-hmm. And I don't think he's been to LBL but this one time. Ain't that right? He wasn't there in 2024, I don't think.
No, I don't think he was.
Yeah, this was his first time.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy to have in camp too.
Yeah.
Very good guy.
We you know, we might need to have a Woodwalkers South maybe down around DeSoto National Forest somewhere, or maybe hit Kisatchie.
Now that's somewhere I'd like to go. Kisatchie.
Have you got enough alligator saddles for all of us?
I seen a good one yesterday evening when I was fishing.
Yeah.
There was a 10-footer came by when I was fishing yesterday evening late, but it comes by every now and then.
A baby, huh?
Well, big enough. I don't think you want to swim with him.
Well, dude, we tagged one. I helped a buddy of mine that became a game warden or a fisheries biologist. I can't remember. He worked for the state of Alabama. Anyway, I helped him one time. He talked me into going with him tagging alligators in the city limits of Montgomery.
I don't doubt it.
In a little 14-foot boat with a little 25-horse Evinrude on it and a little flat bottom boat. And I ran the motor and ran the boat, and he set up on the front with a 10-foot stick, a 1/2-inch conduit with or 3/4-inch EMT conduit with a little deal on the end of it to held the tag.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. We're easing along down there. I said, well, where the hell are all these alligators supposed to be? Well, there's one right over yonder. There's two right there. And
nighttime? Was it nighttime, Kumbo?
No, it's daytime. I wasn't used to seeing alligators. I'm from North Alabama. We didn't have any of them up here then. And I said, well, are we going to tag them? No, they're too small. All we're interested in is 6-8 foot and above. And we tagged a 14-footer. Yeah.
Well, at least y'all didn't have to hold on to him.
Yeah. But I tell you what, he was laying up on a bank, and there was a slide, and the belly part of the slide was like 4 feet wide, going up down there. I mean, going up into a housing project where the residents had been complaining about them, grabbing dogs and cats and stuff, and it even scared some of their kids. And we came up, and that thing was so old, it had green moss growing on its back. And as we were approaching it, we were sort of coming from downwind. That thing stunk. I thought it was dead. It was laying there, it wasn't moving. We eased up, and when he poked that thing with that tagger, that sucker came about that far off, came about a foot off the ground, its belly, and it shot like a torpedo into that water. And I mean, it's gone like that. I couldn't believe it.
I can't believe y'all got up on him.
I couldn't. He told me what to do, and I had to, idle the motor and got a little bit of steam and cut the engine back to idle, put it in neutral, and we just eased up. And he was hanging off the front. He just kind of boom, popped it right at the base of the tail, and that son of a gun. Thank God it wasn't interested in being mad. It just got away fast. But that scared me half to death.
You know something? I bet they come out of that with it. I bet it didn't last long before they went and got him out. If he probably had old stuff in him, been 100 years old. Ain't no hole that gator was.
It's been too many years ago, but we tagged a bunch 8 foot and above in the city limits of Montgomery, Alabama, Alabama, and some little side sloughs and stuff. I couldn't believe it, and we didn't even try to count the smaller ones. They were all over the place. I had no earthly idea that there'd be any of that many in there. But like I said, that's ancient history. I wonder if they hadn't thinned them out some since then.
Probably so. Over here, the highways, they run over them on the interstate crossing, when they get to traveling, I guess.
Yeah.
They run over for 1 or 2 a year. You'll see and down south, it has to be way worse than that.
That'd be worse than hitting a hog.
Good looking shirt.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah. I think Spencer needs some. I think we ought to. I think we could probably get 2 12-footers in the back of my truck, carry them up there to Virginia, and turn them loose in Spencer's backyard.
Oh God!
You ain't got to worry about it. The governor come down here herself and throw them out.
Yeah, you won't be able to shoot them. So
yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Jeff lives nearby. He'd have one.
That'd be an alligator walking tax.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Kumbo, what was your biggest time this time at LBL? What do you think?
The best thing was getting to hear that female calling, and that's only the second time I've ever heard one, and known what it was, and yeah, getting to hear that, and carrying on that night, and shut up, Spencer.
He's been around some cat calling a bit.
He drummed up boogers and got them to scream, and then I think something was throwing rocks in the water when we were on that bridge there, Kumbo. You heard that, didn't you?
Yeah, there was a couple of rocks hit the water. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's worried about a female calling from a mile away.
No, the one that was the female that was calling was when we were in the campground. It was.
I didn't hear it.
Going up the holler, to the east of us. Not very far. She was within 300-400 yards.
His second favorite thing up there was the jambalaya and the birthday cake.
Yep, there you go.
He ate some hog meat and beans too when he come by there.
Sure did.
Yeah, Erica was going to enjoy some hog meat.
And I ate some blueberry and apple fritters too.
Man, she's only made them things twice in my lifetime since we've been together. What the hell's this been at? I said, where the hell's this been at? Everybody got one and enjoyed the hell out of it.
If I'd have eaten some of everything that she offered me when I was going by, I'd have gained 20 pounds on that outing.
Probably would have. We don't let people go hungry.
I was sorely tempted by those pancakes and all that stuff.
Well, it was there for the taking. Bama looked like a vagrant, so we had to feed him when he come by. He looked kind of rough. His pants when he reached the ground, the more they probably chewed off by the dog. So we had to feed him. He was friendly after we fed him. He was trying to bite it first. But
the dog.
No, Moose wasn't friendly to nobody about that food. He walked right by you, try to pet him and touch him. Hell, he walked right by you to see what you had to eat over there. He didn't give a damn about the people. He knew where to go to look around for some food. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, he always does.
Yeah,
he should have been up over them big old bones you had up on the grill.
Poor Wendy.
Them roast he was cooking on the grill.
That wasn't for me. One of them was for Ronnie Tucker. One of them was for Billy Schilling. Ronnie Tucker. I told him I'd bring him a steak for dropping off that. Well, I told him I'd take care of him with food, and he said, "Well, I'd really like a steak." So we got him a 1.5 pound T-bone. And I'm gonna tell you what, Mr. Tucker sat down, took his hat off, broke out his pocket knife, and he went to eating right there at that table with his headlamp. And it took him an hour and 15 minutes, but by God, he ate every bit of that steak.
You had enough in one steak to feed several people, look like.
Yeah.
Big old steak. Spencer, did you eat that Conecuh sausage I sent home with?
I sure did. Yep.
Sure did.
Well, you keep that up, and you'll eventually qualify for more than a 2-day visitor's visa for Alabama.
That's great.
I'm not sure I want to stay more than 2 days. You calm down.
Boy, I tell you, there's some good eating going on up at his place too.
One of the conditions for you coming back here is learning how to turn on a recorder.
This is true.
Although the thermal video sort of makes up for some of that.
I caught a recording this time. I can't help it that it didn't show up very good. I caught the replies.
Yeah.
What Blackie and Erica, what we're talking about is we were out on the back of the farm, and
you don't warn nobody.
Over there in the right next to what my mom used to call the Sanctum Sanctorum, their headquarters. And we'd been back over there, and he'd been talking about all these recorders. I had my front seat of my truck piled up, this high with them. And every time we tried to open the door to get out, all this recording equipment was falling out, throwing back in through the window and everything. Hell, Greg was out there with broke leg trying to help pick them up. And So we're out there. And said, all right, here's what we're going to do. You know, we're going to be here about 20 minutes. So let things get set, quiet down, and then I'll do a call. So we're there, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, and everybody being quiet. And I said, well, I guess it's about time to let them know we're here. Everybody ready? Yeah. And I cut loose a call, and there was one of them had sounded like an alpha, had sneaked up probably within 50 yards of us.
It was close.
Greg, he was close. That son of a gun sprang back and about blew our hats off of our heads. I mean, it shook every one of us to the core. And I mean, it was a hellacious call. And it even got a couple of answers on the other side of the holler. But this one had crawled right up there, right where we were. And he was laying there on his belly with eyeballs on us, and that son of a gun roared, and like I said, it shocked all of us. And
that's when I looked around at Spencer and said, "Did you get that?" And he goes, "I didn't have my recorder on."
Yeah.
I think I know why Spencer doesn't get a booger rock.
First of all, I got a booger rock. Secondly, Kumbo is mistelling that story. We got out of the truck, and he did not. We were getting ready to go to dinner. He did not say he was going to do a call. He was talking to everybody, and then he just turned around and said, "Well, we'll let them know we're here."
Yes.
And then, but all the time, Spencer said, "Hey, I got all this recording equipment." Like I said, it was some of it hanging off the mirror, and
that part is accurate. In the back seat, I'm like, we're finally at Kumbo's over at the point.
Yeah.
And I thought we were going to be doing it whenever we come back from supper, but no. But I mean, we got like multi-thousand.
This was broad daylight, also.
Yeah,
it was, and the thing was close. It was close whenever he yelled back.
We had a call from back toward the back cave from there though, because they ain't on the other side, but the other part.
Yeah,
we got multi-$1,000 thermals back there. We got $800 recorders and everything, night vision, all the shit, multiple recorders and everything. And the one time he does a call and we get a reply like that, and yes, it was my fault. I did not have a recorder going, but he didn't tell nobody.
But
seemed like I've heard Spencer say he wanted to have one good recorder.
He did somewhat redeem himself. He did have a good thermal with him. And he had it going on our way out, and we were going to eat dinner. And he caught 4 of them up in 2 in one tree and 2 in another tree. And we're going to get. I think I'm going to send a copy of that to MK Davis and see if he can do some stabilization on it. And it's a great video now, but I think MK could probably make a fantastic video out of it. But that's going to be a terrifically good video when we get done with it.
Well, we wasn't racing around it. You might have had some more videos in there, but we was racing around it.
Look, I'm up there about dying. Y'all over having the Indy 500 through the field.
We had a good time, though. Them girls was having a good time. We was all having a good time.
Yeah. The girls wanted us to have a demolition derby. But
they had a field out there to do it this time.
Sandy was wanting me to. She kept telling me, drift it. She was wanting me to drift my truck and slide over in front of Joe and cut him off. And
oh gosh.
You'd already got way ahead. So when you stopped and I kept going, then you want me to stop for a run off in the lake down there or something. You got like spooked about it. I said, I've been around here before. I took them girls running real slow. We looked for trails and everything.
Yeah.
What tickled me, the dog situation. So was it Troy Allen said that he seen the booger on that hill or somebody?
Well, Kurt Moser got it on thermal.
He did
twice, 2 different times.
Got it on. Misty called up a booger for Miss Pat to get on thermal, and I didn't get it recorded. Of course.
Yeah.
Roger or Spencer, I forgot to ask Roger a while ago. Maybe he can let us know in chat. I was going to ask him that, we're a little over a week after that Honey nipped on Wendell. We need to find out if Honey's okay. Make sure she didn't kill
I knew that was coming.
Hopefully she had all her shots.
Wendell's typing, so he's all right on his hand, probably.
Yeah.
You know, your wife walked all the way up there to her Suburban or whatever she's got there because I leaned on it and sent her alarm off. She snuck up that road with a pistol, was going to shoot us all up.
She told me that. And I said, well, hell, once you saw who it, I asked her, I said, once you saw who it was, why didn't you even ask anyway? I mean, you know.
I just leaned up like that against, you know, like he's resting a little bit. I didn't know I'd touch that, something would go off.
Roger's dog probably goes out after midnight now with messed up hair, missing teeth.
She didn't know it, but she got a mouthful of Vaseline from biting Wendell on the hand.
Look, I asked him the other day. I said, "Did Honey Walker? Did that dog lay around for an hour licking its butt, trying to get the taste out of his mouth, or what?"
That's horrible. I can't believe you're saying this about Wendell.
Did you see that picture of him sleeping, Spencer?
Yes, I did.
That's scary. That'd make a mule turn backwards and back up the hill.
He wasn't sleeping. He's in a coma.
Hey, in my defense, I said, if y'all don't get on here and defend yourself, we're just going to trash about everybody.
Yeah.
Well, he's that bad in chat when we chatting at night. He'll fall out when Jeff don't.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I was surprised by what the women input on that outing too. And Greg knows what I'm talking about. There was some men and women talk was going on there. I was surprised what went on with that. About people was getting called out. They wasn't there. Who wasn't there? Your little buddy was one of them. And Patrick was funny too. He was out there dancing around down there. That was pretty funny too. But it was all good time. Well, nobody meant to hurt nobody or nothing, and we had a good time. Ain't no doubt.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, y'all, we're after 5 o'clock, and Sherry's show is on at 5 o'clock. So she's got Eric on there. Let's everybody wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody that watched the show, everybody in chat, all the moderators. Appreciate it.
Let one dog out and one dog in. and, you know, I had a hummingbird I thought was going to land on my arm.
Yeah, it's because you're so damn sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, like I was just saying, Kumbo, Sherry's show is coming on now, and I don't really want to cut into that because she's going to have Eric on there, probably talking about the meet and greet as well.
All right.
So we're going to jump off here, folks. Any last bits? Chad and Eric?
It was a great time. It's always a great time.
Yeah.
And thanks to everybody who put, all their energy in it. I don't know how Sherry has so much energy, but she wins that medal.
I don't think I ever saw her walk. It was run
She does
everywhere.
She runs. Yes.
What's the name of her show? I've never watched it.
Southern Appalachian Sasquatch Seekers. I'll send you a link.
All right.
Okay. Now, how do I get out of this thing? Hit the red button?
No, you're trapped in here forever now, Parker.
We have a show at 5.
I'll be in standby for the next show, I guess.
Y'all got one planned, Chad?
5 Central today.
5 Central. So about an hour from now.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Big love, everybody.
Big love, guys.
See you. Glad to see everybody. Yeah.
See y'all.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
On the computer, you have to hit okay. Anyway, just turn me on, turn me up, turn me loose.